MacAfee. Brought his whole street with her. Well done. Scott MacAfee's long and strong rugby career has taken him to 10 countries on 3 continents, to all 10 provinces, and now to the Fredericton Sports Hall of Fame. He started in Fredericton in the Loyalist mini rugby program at age 7 and became one of the top all-round rugby players in this country. He was a member of the Loyalist Premier Division team for 19 years and was a member of the New Brunswick provincial team for 17. Described as a hard-driving runner, a short tackler, and a powerful kicker, he combined those attributes to become a key member of 12 provincial league championships, along with 7 maritime and 6 Atlantic championship teams. Longtime coach Keith McAlpine called MacAfee one of the absolute elite in New Brunswick rugby history, and an outstanding player, teammate, and captain. He was a clutch player who relished the big stage and the ability to make magical things happen. He is the all-time leading scorer in the Loyalist program, the New Brunswick Rugby Union, the Atlantic Alliance Rugby League, and the Rugby Canada Super League over its lifetime. Scott also played a trial match for the national team at the age of 34. Scott both mentored and coached younger players throughout his rugby career. He is currently involved in a not-for-profit program which brings Olympic, Paralympic, and national caliber athletes to schools in Canada, where he has made goal-setting presentations to thousands of youth in New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. Enrolled under the Fredericton Sports Hall of Fame, May 4th, 2013, Scott MacAfee.
Scotty.
So I was told to speak now, and I'd like to start by thanking you all in advance for indulging in the ramblings of a guy with 13 concussions, 7 broken ribs, 3 broken ribs, a broken collarbone, 2 cracked sternums, 5 torn hamstrings, a broken jaw, over 100 stitches, 3 dislocated shoulders, 2 hernias, and 2 or 3 lifetimes of told me that I was going to grow old disgracefully. I hope I don't prove him right tonight. I'd like to also thank the Fredericton's Sports Investment, to Tim, Doug, Brent, for this great honor. You're a very courageous group for organizing a public event where so many lovely people are assembled. Everybody's dressed up and they serve liquor. Congratulations to my fellow inductees, Dave, Steve, Don, and Ruth. Congrats to Jeff for being the 2012 Fredericton Athlete of the Year, and congrats to Anne for being honored as a volunteer. In some families, they travel, or bike, or write, or quilt. In my family, we play rugby. So thanks to you all for setting me on this course. That brought me up here tonight, long before I was even born. No wonder I've always felt most at home on a rugby field. Rugby is every man's and every woman's sport. Sport, no matter your size, your skill, your speed, we have a place for you. We'll take the best of what you have to give, and we'll welcome you in the family. We'll give you a place to play, to contribute, belong, and feel valued. Like I said earlier, my story starts with mini rugby, with hot chocolate and hot chocolate. And we were surrounded by role models. We had the great Loyalist champions of 1979. We had a deep caring for each other. The battle-tested relationships acted as a social support network like no other. And no better way to start my sporting life. So thanks to Malcolm, Peter, Kevin, Jay, Gary, George, David, Roger, Terry, Ronnie, Scott, Terry, Kenny, Mike, Brian, Bob, Paul, Dave, Lori, Harry, and Bob. To show us how to do it properly. Man, there's a lot of Terrys in that team. In '91, I got invited to try for the senior provincial rugby team. And before I showed up in St. Stephen, and George Walls, who's a great friend of my father's, pulled me aside and he said, "You see that guy there? His name's Tommy Knox. You're playing as a legend today." And then I calmly, with all the bravado of a 20-year-old, said, "So is he." The first 6 years of playing with the Loyalists, we lost a lot. But we learned to work hard and have as much fun as possible getting out of the score. JFK said it well, do not pray for easy lives, pray to be stronger men. We prayed a lot. We worked, we challenged everything. We grew faster, leaner, meaner, determined, and stronger. Hill runs, the weight room. We played a lot of animosity ball. We built our team one beer at a time. Working our good to great and our great to the best of the best. We won the 1996 provincial championships, which was 18 years ago, sadly. And that was the first time I ever beat the Trojans, a great rugby club in St. John. We've only lost them 7 times. We've only lost them 7 times since, and that was 18 years ago. We finally won that Caledonia Cup in '99, 20 years after the last championship for the club. It had been the singular focus for so much of my life. It was a great day and an amazing night. Not that I would recall, but we had to go get another liquor order at 10 p.m. I played my last game for my favorite team in the world in 2009. After more than 300 games, we won the Maritime Championship on the very last play of the game when Hunter made a beautiful pass to Malcolm Swan corner. And I made that one last kick. Thank goodness. It was a heck of a way to go out. We are the sum of all the people we are met. And as I stand here tonight, I'm a collection of you all. So I'm very pleased that you're all here. I'd like to special thanks to my mom for being my #1 fan, for always supporting me, for missing anything to watch the Boys Bed with me, for giving all my friends a place to sleep on our couch. And thanks to my dad for being my first coach, for calling me Boy Wonder and setting the bar high, for telling me that I can do anything because you're with me.
That is awesome.
And then letting me believe it. We help create a space of limitless possibilities. You financed a Super League team just so your boys would be able to play it at the level you thought they deserved. You taught me to make the best out of every situation. Dance with the girl that cried. That faith will be rewarded. Put more water in the soup, there's better days are coming. And to always focus on the positive. Forget the losses, exaggerate the wins. He also said if it's important to you, pour your heart into it. So thanks to thanks to Nikki, my beautiful wife, for allowing me to sometimes put rugby and the Loyalists first, because in the end you knew you were always the most important thing to me. For making fun of me when I complained about injuries or bad calls or bad bounces, for teaching me to love spicy foods, and giving me the best reason in the world to retire while I can still walk. Thanks to my sister Megan for being a constant cheerleader, for always looking at the bright side of everything and being an awesome player herself. Thanks to all my rugby uncles, Jim, Mike, Tim, Kevin, and all my non-rugby uncles and aunts. I see my godfather Mike's here tonight, so thanks for coming, and my rugby cousins. It's crazy how much rugby is in my family. And also, last but not least, my aunt Julianne for always saying, "Good game, Skotsky," no matter if it was true or not. Thanks to my chosen family, loyalists, for sharing your faith, your courage, dreams, trust, hopes, births, deaths, tears, fears, laughter, potential, plans, heart, determination, and friendship. You mean more to me than you'll ever imagine. Hunter, Slippy, Malky, Jonesy, Google, Robbie, Chuck, Fudge, Alan, Moni, Calvin, Dope, Appleby, Nika, and so many others for always believing in me and expecting the very best of me and each other. You've all had immense impact on my life, but I want to thank three people in particular. For Simon, for being my oldest friend, my first teammate, and always being there, even when you weren't. To Owen, for keeping me young, for challenging me through your words or commitments, and for always bringing everything and anything to the next level. And Japin, for your silliness, your huge heart, and for constantly reminding me how much fun rugby could be on and off the field. When I started playing, I played for myself. You became the people I played for. Thanks to my coaches, Malcolm, Peter, Bill, Thorpe, Calvin Nash, and last but not least, Keith McAlpine. Keith, thanks for seeing that person and player I could become, and for overlooking the young, brash, know-it-all that would kick at the wrong time and never pass the ball because that player thought that they could win the game by themselves. You helped evolve my thinking to a place where I knew that without everybody else, winning wasn't worth anything. Thanks to Gary Keeley, Dr. Keddy, Dr. Shelley Quinlan, Amy Murphy, the emergency room staff at the deck, and the countless others that helped put my body back together week after week. Thanks to the Trojans, the Swilers, Halifax RC, UNB Ironman, and all the other teams we've ever played against. You forced us to be stronger, harder, smarter, and faster, which pushed us to becoming the men we are today. Thanks to the refs and the volunteers who make it possible to take the field and have so much fun week after week. Thanks to the fans, the loyalist old boys for treating you like your own son. Your constant support means a lot. Hearing your name cheered out is a feeling like no other. I had the great fortune to spend about 20 years in the spotlight. So thank you all for one more night. I'll never forget it.
They